Hey, my name is Ivan Farka, and today I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how I do my workflow in Lightroom. Okay, you have this image and we're going to turn it into this. And everything using Lightroom. So okay, let's start. First of all, I can see it's well exposed, but the color isn't bright. Not there. I mean, the colors were so brighter. It looked more like this when I shot it than what it looks in camera. Okay, so basically my workflow starts like this. You go to camera calibration, and I'm shooting on a Canon 6D. It was this one. So I go to camera landscape. That's gonna bring out a lot of color. Not quite there, but gonna leave that as is. Then change the lens corrections. We're gonna go to enable profile. It doesn't do anything. I'm gonna show you right now how to do that. So in the profile, I shot with a Tokina. If it's a Canon lens, most of the times, 99%, it's gonna be shown. But when you shoot with other lenses, like my Tokina, there it goes. You can see the difference right there. And I remove the chromatic aberration. I constrain crop and go auto. That's gonna adjust a little bit of the horizon there. Okay, next we go all the way up top. Right here I just start by putting the highlights all the way down, shadows all the way up. Shift double click, sorry, the whites, and shift double click blacks. What basically it does is puts my clipping path to show you like this thing. So it should be there. Then I do a white balance. I will balance this out. I'm going to do a little bit exposure, just a little bit, to a bit of contrast. We're getting there, a little bit better. I think I like it right there. And you're just going to add a touch of clarity and a touch of vibrance, not that much. I've played around with clarity a lot, and if you go too crazy, it's going to do some haloing stuff. Not really. I don't like it that much with too much clarity. If you go all the way down, it will soften everything. You'll lose a lot of detail. I just want to do a tad bit, like right there. It's probably fine. Then I'm gonna leave that tone curve as is. I'm gonna boost a little bit of the blues. So I'm gonna do a little bit of saturation here. Gonna click this little pointer, go where I want to go, and go up or down. You can see how it goes up, saturates, goes down, desaturates. So I don't want to go that crazy. And just for a tip, double click on any single slider, we'll go back to 0. So I'm gonna just go a tad bit right there, and I can see the sky is a little bit too light, so I'm gonna do a gradient filter. Just added that right there, and right now it's to expose a little bit higher. I'm gonna do a little bit lower. Yeah, somewhere around there. There. That's much better. Now all the image, I'm gonna get out of there. All my image went a little bit darker, so I'm gonna add a little bit more boost to the exposure. I think that's good enough. You know what? I'm gonna use a little bit of this and turn it a little bit more saturated. So I'm gonna just grab this color and go not that crazy, somewhere there. Yeah, like it there. So now I'm gonna do a little bit of sharpening. So as you can see, I mean, it has a little bit of noise. It's pretty crisp, but I think we can get a little bit better with the sharpening here. So I'm gonna add around 50%. Detail, masking, everything leave it as is, and masking I'm gonna go up to like 50%. Pressing the Alt key, gonna show you. Pressing the Alt key turns all to white. That means everything is sharpened. You start to move it, everything starts to black out, and we just want fine lines right there. So only the fine lines are gonna be sharpened. Noise reduction. We can see a little bit of noise. We just add right there, more than enough. And basically that is it. I can go with a little bit of a radial filter, and let me reset that, and just gonna add over here a little bit more of a flare to this. No, let's see. A little bit of clarity would work. Saturate, not that much. Sometimes I grab and do a color there. See what works. That works. Now I think this lower part is a little bit too bright, so I'm gonna use another gradient tool right there, and this time we're gonna expose a little bit lower. There you go. You can always check what's masked and what's not. Yeah. And there you have it. That's my workflow in Lightroom.